I read a book titled Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I can tell you for a fact that it is one of the best sellers, one of the transformational books that one can ever lay their hands on. This book actually gave me a turning point in my life, and I want to share with you a few principles that I learned and I got transformed. In one of these days, I'll share with you how this book actually impacted me. Way back in 2003 when I was in the training college. I'll share more light on that in one of these days. What does this book teach? Now, it talks about the rich dad, as you know, and the poor dad, the kind of education they give to their children, the kind of training, the kind of teachings they give to their children. And you realize that what the poor dad teaches their child or their children is different from what the rich dad teaches their children. And that is the reason why majority of us are poor, because we are coming from poor background and we are getting the information from the poor. So the kind of information that they know is what they pass it on to us. When we grow, we practice the same and we end up poor. That is the reason why majority of us are poor. What we need is actually financial literacy, and we can get financial literacy from books. And one of these books I recommend to you is Rich Dad. Let me share with you. What does the rich dad teach their children? What does the poor dad teach their children? I'll start with the poor dad because that's what we are familiar with. The poor dad teaches their children to go to school, get all the degrees, the PhDs. And then when they are done, seek employment, get a good job, get a good pay, and then take care of them when they are old. Their parents. But that's not what the rich dad teaches their children. What do they teach? They say education is good, but it's just at the literacy level. You just need literacy. You don't really need so much certificates to end up becoming an employee. What you need is literacy. Read and write. Understand what you are reading. That's all that you need. In fact, if you, hearing my voice, can read and write and understand what you are reading, that's the best thing that education can give you. In fact, that's the best thing that your parents can do for you to give you a literacy. If you're able to get illiterate and you're able to read and write, all you need is to read books. All the information that you need in this world to become rich have been put in books, not in the education system, the traditional education system that we have. It will not make you rich. It depends on how rich you want to become, but it will not make you independent financially. It will not give you the independence of time, the luxury of managing your own time. No, that kind of education we have in our traditional education system will not give you that. And so the rich dad says, get literacy, and once you are getting the literacy, all you need to do is to create a business. Become an entrepreneur. Come up with a business that will stand on its feet to be able to employ the poor dad's son who has acquired all the degrees in this world. And when you do, you realize that you will become financially successful. And so you open my eyes. Wow, this is good. Two things that this book also teaches is about working for money and making money work for you. These two things actually gave me all that I needed to become successful financially. These two information, work for money or make money work for you. What's your choice? What is it going to be? What this means is that you have two choices, or you have one choice out of the two. Choose between these two. Whether you're going to work for money or you are going to make money work for you. I think I choose the latter one, and it actually made so much sense to me. It just got to me. Why would I be working for money when I can make money work for me? In fact, whichever one you choose will determine whether you're going to be a slave or a master. I choose to be a master and not a slave, and I recommend that you do same. However, if you choose to work for money, then you have automatically and by default chosen to be a slave and make money your master. But if you choose to make money work for you, you become the master and money becomes your slave. If you want to learn how to make money become your slave, then I recommend that you follow me and share this video. My name is Brain Tech, and I will see you in my next video. I love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.